Hello my friends, as I promised last week, today we are starting our Rust to Substrate challenge. For those that are already in the Substrate developers group and have no idea what I'm doing here, I'm going to explain it briefly. A few days ago I created this article with instructions on how one should start studying to be a Substrate developer. But the article ended up being too huge, and I thought that I should try another strategy. I received feedback from experienced developers, and they said it was not necessary, that it was perfectly fine for one to go straight into Rust. Then I decided to adopt another strategy and created the Rust to Substrate challenge. In this challenge, I invite people that are complete beginners in programming to go straight into Rust, and after this, go to Substrate. What I'm gonna here is just upload weekly videos with instructions on how we should take our studies in Rust programming language, so we can everyone go at the same pace, and we can finish in the minimum amount of time possible. Our goal should be 60 days, 2 months, but we don't know if that's going to be possible. But this should be our goal, and to have 60 days in mind and try to reach this goal. So the first question you should do to yourself is, why are you trying to be a Web3 developer? This is a very personal question that only you has the answer, but it's very important that you have very clear in your mind what is your purpose with programming. A few days ago I was talking with a guy that he said that programming was not for him because he used to start very excited programming, but little by little he got bored in the middle of the course. He gets bored and he cannot go on. First thing that you should have in mind is that programming is not a source, the source for your entertainment or for your pleasure. Programming is a means that will help you achieve your goals, and the pleasure might come from achieve those goals. But if you have no goals, you will get bored in the middle of your journey, and you will give up in the first bug that you face. That's why it's very important that you have your goals clear in your mind. There are very important things for society that Web3 has brought to us. There actually are people out there that they think they can tell us what we should read, what we should watch, what we should listen, what we should do. They think they own our money, they think they own us. And programming the Web3 is our way of saying no. With this introduction, I'm going to say now what we need to start our studies on Rust. First thing that we need is Git. If you don't have Git already installed on your computer, go inside Git page and download Git for your computer. You don't need to study about Git right now. The only command that we are going to use is git push. You're going to push the code into your GitHub repository. You don't need to study about Docker right now. You're not going to use it all at this moment while studying Rust. You will use later when you are studying Substrate, but not now as you are studying Rust. But it's very important that you have it already installed in your computer, but not necessary to take a Docker tutorial at this moment. You will not use it now, but leave it installed. Maybe if you have some Docker command to enter in the CLI, you already have Docker installed. Next thing is that you need VS Code, because you need a program to write your code, and you can download VS Code here. It is very important also that you take a VS Code tutorial. Come to YouTube, type VS Code tutorial, and you choose one of these VS Code tutorials here. After this, you need to have the basics of command line. I think the majority will already have the basic instructions, so you can skip. If you already know the command line, you can skip the step. But if you don't know what cd ... means, or cd name of the folder means, if you don't know what ls means, then you probably need a command line tutorial. Next, we need to install Rust. I'm gonna try this thing now because I haven't installed. I'm not a Rust instructor. I'm also learning with you. My background is JavaScript, React, Progressive Web App with TypeScript. I have the basics of Python, but I haven't tried Rust until now, so I'm going to be learning along with you. So I'm gonna try to install this, see if it really works. Downloading. It appeared some stuff here. Proceed with installation 1. Oh, proceed with installation default. I hit 1, and then it aborting installation. I'm gonna check what happened here. Well, let's try again. I'm just going to hit enter. Was good. Enter was good. That's good. So you just need to hit enter. Don't try to put the number 1 there, because it will not work. So we have already finished our installation of Rust, and then we go to the next step. Next step is creating a GitHub account where you will create your repository, where you are going to upload all the code that you write while you are studying Rust. So you will create your account, then you come here, new repository. I have already did this, and I created with the name Rust for Substrate. I recommend that you create with the same name. And inside here you will find the instructions for uploading the code to this repository. So you just need to enter these 3 lines and you'll be good. This is actually the only command of Git that you're going to use, Git push. That's why I'm saying that you don't need to study Git right now. You only use this command here, Git push, to upload your code to the repository. If you want to see how to use the git push command, you can just type here on YouTube push GitHub, and you will find this tutorial here. And then the next step is just go to finally studying Rust. And if you come to the website, you'll find this section here, learn. You'll click on it, and then you come here and click read the book, and will appear the book. I have already opened here. Will appear the book, and it's a book with 20 20 chapters. You will also need a course in video lessons. The course that I'm going to be taking is actually this course here. It's called Rust Programming for Beginners by Jason Lennon. I have already watched a few lessons of this course and I like it very much. What I like from this course is that he created a course for complete beginners in programming. It's not a course for people that already have are programmers in other languages. He created a course with aimed for people that never touched programming. So this is exactly what we're looking for. This course was on another platform and was very expensive. It was like $40 per month. And I found that it's also on Udemy, and Udemy is in Black Friday sale, and it's costing like something around $10. For me, it is 22 reais, which is around less than $5. For those who live in the United States and Europe, it will probably cost around $10. So I really recommend that you guys also buy this course. You can buy any course that you want, but I think if we all follow the same course, it's going to be better. Instead of buying, can you take a course on YouTube? You definitely can, but I didn't find any good course on YouTube. I prefer YouTube courses. They are more updated than Udemy courses, but I didn't find a good course on YouTube. They're all very small, like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours. You don't learn Rust in 2 hours video. So uh, in this case, I find it better if we buy something more extensive with more content. In the end, it doesn't matter the course that you're going to buy or that you're going to take. What matters is that you follow the course, the videos along with the content of the book. For example, you are taking the here the videos on variables, and then you should be here reading the variables, the text about variables. You are uh, watching the video about control flow. Then you should also be reading about control flow. Where is control flow? Here is control flow. Control flow. So you go reading the text and you go following with the videos. So the challenge is set. We should finish our studies in Rust in 2 months, in 60 days, both the course on video and the book. There's a lot of content in the book. There are 20 chapters. It means we need to read at least three chapters per week. And besides this, we should also watch the videos of the course, of this course, and the one who is able to show maximum attendance and upload more content to GitHub with his or her studies on Rust will be rewarded with 100 Kyle. So what is the code exactly that you have to upload to GitHub? Every code that you see in the videos, you are able to copy.
Specifically, we'll see how to
For example, you're seeing
definitely determine whether or not the loop should continue.
you're seeing this code here. You can watch, type on VS Code, save, and then you upload to GitHub. There's no problem in copying exactly what you're seeing, as long as you type. What you cannot do is go into a text, doing Control C, Control V, and upload to GitHub, because this you're not learning anything. The purpose of you watching and typing on VS Code and uploading to GitHub is that you learn. If you just do Control C, Control V, you're not learning anything. And we finish it finally. Good luck to everyone who are going to take the challenge. Let's do the best we can to achieve our goal of finishing our studies in Rust in less than 2 months, so we can finally go to finally reach where we really want, which is start our studies in Substrate. And you can call me on Telegram whenever you can. I'm going to be um, making videos like this once per week, so we can try to go at the same pace together, and we keep in touch.